in our culture, we have obviously a very skewed and narrow view of what the feminine is, what the feminine aspect is. And there are so many women out there who do not believe they have much value unless they are young and beautiful and very skinny. What can you give to them to remind them of what the true feminine is, what the true nature of the feminine is?
Well, I think that through whatever spiritual practices we feel drawn to, and there's certainly so much is available to us today through all different religions, and even in ways that aren't particularly religious, there's ways to access the divine feminine. And I think through study of some of the saints' lives, the woman masters, their lives, through study of some of the archetypal manifestations of divine feminine, like Tara or Kali, we can come to start to feel into that divine nature of the feminine in ourselves. And then through practice, through meditation practice, or sometimes through moving meditation practices such as yoga or qigong, we need a way and to really access and a close connection with our own being. And the meditation practices, prayer practices, chantings, the moving meditations, dance, there's many methods that can happen through art. We can really tune into and come into a close connection with ourselves, with our true nature, with who we really are. Not our persona, what we display in order to, make it in life or, accomplish certain things that we want to accomplish, but really, who are we truly? And that's where the spiritual practices enable us to connect with who and what we truly are, so that we can feel that. And then in feeling the sacred feminine within ourselves, whatever we look like, whether we're educated or uneducated, we can begin to have a sense of this deep quality of nourishment, of being nurtured ourselves by the Divine Mother, and also being able to nourish others through these qualities of the Divine Feminine. And not only nourishment, but being able to really feel our inner beauty, yes, our radiant true nature, and feel from within the beauty just as that all of us have as human beings. And through doing these practices, through connecting with ourselves, I think there's a natural wanting to share that with others, wanting to extend in generosity the love and the kindness that we've experienced through connecting with the sacred feminine. There's a natural need or a natural desire to express that to others.
Yes. So if some woman is listening to you right now who really wants to do exactly what you're saying, like take in that nourishment from the Divine Mother, from the Divine Feminine into herself, and you're saying through a meditation practice, could you kind of speak to what exactly would this person do? Because some people don't know what it would even be to have a meditation practice.
Yeah, well, there's many, many teachers, and again, from different traditions. So I think the first thing is to connect with someone, and either in your own area or through the internet or through audio tapes or in books in different forms, connect with the teacher, and maybe, studying with different ones to find where you find your deepest connection. And then through that connection with a particular teachers study and then learn the practices of really how one accesses this by oneself. Because I think that's the difficulty, having grown up in a culture that's really not very spiritual in its heart. There's a lot of dogma in terms of beliefs, but in terms of really how do we actually really connect and come into the experience of a living presence.
Yes.
that is more foreign to us. And so, you know, I started a Tibetan Buddhist center called Sukhasiddhi Foundation, that people can access the teachings on the Divine Feminine and meditation and different practices through classes, retreats, through audio and visual material, if they're farther away. And in fact, next year with 2 other women, I'm starting a feminine wisdom school.
How wonderful.
To bring access to the feminine wisdom as a possibility for all the women. And we're hoping to have women come from all over the country for a pilot program of 4 days, 4 or 5 times a year, where we meet and do psychological and spiritual work, the psychological work to kind of find out where we are in our spiritual life, and then to remove whatever is blocking us and to work with that, and to then learn the practices, to study the lives of some of the women saints and teachers and all of that, and really move into that as a group and individually.